Okay, let's add and subtract fractions with a common denominator. Okay, this page is just a visual of how to add fractions with the denominator being the same. So if you look at quarters, a quarter is considered 1/4 of a dollar. And so if you have 1/4, which is this one, and then you're adding another quarter and another quarter, how many quarters do you have altogether? You have 3 quarters, or 3/4. Okay, so now we're going to use a model to find the sum of 3/8 plus 2/8. So on the first pie, it's cut into 8 pieces. All of these pies on this page are cut into 8 pieces. So I'm going to color in 3 of those pieces. There's 1, 2, and 3. The next one I'm going to color in, there's 3/8 right there. I'm going to color in 2 of those slices. There's 1 and there's 2. So now if you add those together, how many total eighths do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a total of 5/8. One thing I want you to realize here, all I added together was the numerators, this and this. I did not add together those denominators. Okay, so when you're adding fractions, your denominators have to be the same, and you only add the numerators together. Okay, this page is just kind of reiterating what I just said. It says that when your denominators are the same, when these guys are the same, then you can add your numerators together. Okay, so we're going to find the sum here. So when you have common denominators, so notice the 5's are the same, all you do is simply add the numerators together. 3 plus 1 is 4. Do not change your denominator. This answer is 4/5. Okay, sometimes we don't know what the numerator is. Sometimes we just have to call it x. And in this case, we still do the same thing. You still add your numerators together, but they're not like terms. So the best that you can do here is simply write it like this. That's the sum of that. You can't do anything to the x plus 2 because we don't know what x is. So just leave it just like that. Okay, for this problem, we've got 2n over 11 plus 5n over 11. You have to combine your like terms when possible, and 2n and 5n are like terms. 2n plus 5n is 7n. You do not add your denominators together. That is your final answer right there, 7n over 11. Okay, this problem, we are adding together 2 negative numbers, and whenever you add together 2 negative numbers, you combine your like terms, you keep the sign. So I've got a -3 plus a -5. A -3 plus a -5 is a -8. You do not add your denominators together, but I would not accept this answer for full credit because it is reducible. So it is not in the lowest terms, and they both have a common factor of 4. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 4, and I get -2 over 3. So -2/3 is my good, perfect score answer here. Okay, so this time I'm going to find the difference, and I'm going to subtract. So on the first pie, I'm going to color in 4 of the 5 pieces. 2, 3, 4. On the next pie, I'm going to color in just 1 piece. I'm going to take 1 away. So if I have 4 pieces and I'm taking 1 away, that leaves me with just 3 pieces. So I would do 4 minus 1 over 5, which is 3 over 5, or 3 divided by 5. 3/5. Okay, and this page is just saying what I said earlier as well. When your denominators are the same, you just subtract your numerators. All right, 23/24 minus 14/24. 23 minus 14 is 9. You do not subtract your denominators. This would not be for full credit because it is reducible by a factor of 3. So I'm going to divide the top by 3 and I'm going to divide the bottom by 3, and I get 3/8 as my final answer. Okay, for this problem right here, y over 6 minus 1 over 6. I don't have like terms on top, so the best that I can do is write it like this. That's as good as this thing gets. You can't do anything else to it. Okay, so whenever you have more than one operation going on in a problem, in this case the two operations that we have going on are addition and subtraction. And according to the order of operations, you have to work these in order from left to right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to do 3/8 plus negative 5/8. 3/8 plus negative 5/8 is negative 2/8. Now don't forget, I now have to do this part, so minus 1/8. I always have people ask me, well, should I reduce this? No, not yet, because right now we still have a common denominator. If you were to reduce that, you would no longer have a common denominator. So wait till the very end to reduce, and that way it'll keep you from having to do some extra steps in there. So now I want to do negative 2 minus 1, which is negative 3. Do not combine your bottoms, your denominators, so your final answer is negative 3/8.